Good evening everyone and welcome to tonight's live stream of our homebrew D&D campaign, The Darkness of Amon'Gul, a high fantasy campaign set in the continent of Creydor. We are the Conduits of Chaos, a bunch of D&D and gaming enthusiasts from Wales, and in tonight's episode we'll rejoin our adventurers as they find themselves in unfamiliar surroundings, following their thrilling battle with Mozor, the White Dragon. But before we catch up with the action, just a quick thank you to everyone who's been watching our videos so far. If you are new to the channel or just tuning in, please check out all of our videos available on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Links are in the channel description below. And if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button whilst you're there. But before we go into the recap, let's head over to the table. Emma is back with Olga this week. Hello.
Yay!
Utterly confused at the flaming inferno that now surrounds everyone. Mind, having not been able to catch up because we were a bit late in posting the video. Sorry, everyone. That was my bad. I didn't hit the publish to the world button. So yeah, I'll make sure I'm a little bit better with that one next time. But beyond that, how's everyone else feeling? And after that exchange that you had with Mozor?
Yeah, like really keen to understand what's going on and really keen to see the back of Mosul.
Everyone else feeling the same?
Glad to see the back of him, but then slightly concerned about where we are now.
I mean, there's definitely unfinished business there, right? You know, we'll have to go back at some point and, you know,
Kill him.
yeah.
Is Dagger's going to come through the portal, do you think?
I still don't get the whole Daggis thing. Because, like, that was some deep undercover if that was the case, right? Because, like, you know, those goblins had been there a while, we'd established, right?
Well, maybe one day you'll find out, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Today is not that day.
Meanwhile, in Inferno Land, so I guess really, Emma, and obviously we'll get into the recap, you hopefully didn't miss too much because there was pretty much a lengthy combat session against Mozor in the last session. So we'll head into the recap, but I was just talking with everyone just before we went live that I didn't quite prepare the usual recap that I did this time around. So instead, you know, considering it was a bit of a combat session, I thought we'll just go have a little whip around and just say what people just remembered from that fight, some of the best bits, and then I'll go into the drama that unfolded at the end of the session. So with that, yeah, at the start of the last session, you found yourselves in an encounter with Mozor, seeking revenge for the theft of his gold and a chopped off toe. But yeah, beyond that, I can't really recall much because there was a lot going on. So yeah, over to you guys. What do you remember from that fight?
So Olga, in absence played by Cathbad, did ride the dragon. I remember that.
What?
So add dragon rider to your character sheet.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, using the spider climb.
Just
Not
watch
for long
Drent.
enough for my
Just watch
liking,
Drent
but-
doesn't try to steal that title. You know what it's
Okay.
like.
Yeah. Anything to do with dragons. What else happened? Lovak had a massive crit and then got fear cast on him for most of the fight.
Oof.
Yeah, I was running away.
Didn't you have 3 massive crits? Felt like it.
It was at least 2. Yeah, it was at least 2.
I think the third one didn't count because I was disadvantaged.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember 2 of your hits doing at least 50 points of damage, to be fair.
Brodesson got knocked out. I remember that.
It's true.
When we were trying to move to the south, we kept falling over. Cathbad and Olga, like random squares, were tripping us up, which was kind of annoying.
The slippery ice.
Yeah,
That's right.
I remember missing every attack I tried.
I finally got some benefit out of my ice boots, so that was
Nice.
Where's my character sheet? What did I even do?
Oh yeah.
There were wall of ice as well, I think.
That's right. Mozor has he'd obviously made the tunnel that you come through crumble at the start of the last session, but yeah, he also went towards the entrance and put up some walls of ice to stop you, well, seemingly stopping you escape. It was as if he was toying with you as he then sort of flew around the room, blasting you with his breath. I do remember at one point when he was close to the crystal, Cathbad, did you turn into a spider?
Yeah, so I was trying to web him down onto the crystal to inconvenience him, but it didn't work, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was good effort though. It was nice import.
Yeah, I was a giant spider for a bit, crawling along the wall.
Brodusson offered to cook the dragon, but that never happened.
Would have if you managed to kill him. So maybe
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else we feel we missed from the combat before we go into the crystal malarkey?
I did a really heroic rescue of Lovac, but when I said, come with me if you want to live, he, Chris was out of the room at that exact moment in time. So that's the other thing I remember. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it.
Cool. All right then. So with that, Grizz, you obviously had a voice come to your thoughts and said for you and your allies to get close to the crystal and use the sword upon the crystal, which is why you were obviously chasing down Lovac to try and get him closer, but he was feared. But yeah, as you then placed the sword of the Golden King against the crystal, a strange aura started to consume the space around you. A faint humming started to resonate from the crystal as the aura strengthened, and then suddenly a strong burst of air and light just pulsed from it as the chamber just shook violently. And then with each pulse, the light just became brighter and brighter, and you could hear Mozor howl in anguish as the light just intensified and became blinding, causing you all, in fact, to close your eyes. And then in a matter of moments, the space around you became quiet, and the light from the crystal just started to dissipate. But your eyes were still shut from that blinding light. Your other senses for a moment started to take control, and you felt that once cold air that surrounded you now feel warm against your skin. And as your vision slowly returned, the crystalline and icy walls that filled the soft blue cavern now appeared dark and jagged, replaced instead by a bright yellow hue. And that's where you found yourselves, at the center of the platform, touching the same crystal that was in Mozor's lair. However, the space around you was vastly different. After sort of traveling via the crystal portal, Cathbad felt a closer connection to his visions that he'd experienced before. Almost like a realization that these were indeed a method of transportation between planes. So it became a lot more real for him. But then as you familiarize yourselves with your surroundings, there were two statues, two degraded statues, surrounding the platform, which Drent decided to read and take a look at. One was a statue of Bor, which said, "Welcome to Bor's domain, god of the earth and mountains." And then the other was a depiction of Bor cradling a city within his hands. And under that, the writing, "You have taken the path of enlightenment. May the heart of the earth bring you wealth and prosperity. Bor's light will guide your way to the citadel of fortunes." But that's all you could read from these statues that, like I said, were heavily degraded and worn down. This place feels unkept. As you decided to leave the cavern, the sword in which Grizz, who has been hearing voices from for some time in his head, actually was now audible to everybody and spoke, "The path ahead lies danger," shortly followed by, "Prepare to defend yourselves." And in those moments of confusion, the cavern began to shake as The fires erupted from the lava field to your north, revealing a large fire creature adorning a metal armor and a large sword, who challenged you with the words, "Speak the words of thy father and creator." To which Grizz responded, along with various tales of his actual father, that you were defenders of Boar, which the creature didn't seem to take too nicely to, and followed up with the words, "No mortals shall release the gods from their shackles. Those who do not follow the words of our father shall die in this place." And that's where we'll pick up tonight's session. You find yourselves in a hot molten cavern, surrounded by jagged cliffs and walls. A lava flow spews into the cavern from a molten waterfall to your west, which circles the elevated platform that you stand upon. The blistering heat is the polar opposite to the cold, icy tundra that was Mozor's lair that you left behind. The pristine and fresh air now replaced by a heavy and thick dust, along with a foul smell of sulfur that burns the tips of your noses. So yeah, and as you've attempted to leave the cavern, what appears to be a large fire elemental now stands in your way.
Oh
And
dear.
he, as his final words were, "Those who do not follow the words of our father shall die in this place," following the words that Grizz said about protecting Boar.
Don't think Bo's his father then, is he?
No, I'm guessing. Hang on.
You
I
mean
think I think we think it's like a god prison potentially.
Maybe he's aligned with Deimos. Wasn't his followers the white flame or something? I can't find my notes.
Oh yeah, it's been ages since I thought about them. Because we've been stuck in a cave full of stinky goblins for ages. No
Anyway.
offense, Slovak. No offense, Slovak.
And it follows up with further words. "You are followers of Boar, mortals in this place. Prepare to die." As we start the session with an initiative roll.
Ah,
Yay!
yay!
on the way.
Oh, I thought I had one. Wait, am I there?
I thought we'd done initiative rolls.
Oh, had you? Oh, I haven't got anything in my turn order.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I
So
don't
I'm
think
gonna
we
switch
did, to
over
be
to
honest.
the
Yeah, I
battle
don't think we
overlay.
did. Looking at the rules from last time, I don't
And
know we did
also,
initiative.
I did watch the end of the video and I left it at those words, so it didn't say like it was going to attack you or anything. So I
No,
don't
we
think
didn't. Because I had 20.
That is so lies.
did mine come through?
No,
yeah,
mine didn't.
yeah. Yours has 20. Yeah, Olga.
Sorry, what I meant is I had a 21.
Yeah, now we got and wasted all our good rolls on initiative.
Okay, who didn't go in? Cast.
Mine's not working.
Your token was down the bottom left of the map, so I had to bring you back up for some reason. So
Yeah, 'cause I
Mine
ran away.
moved as well.
Didn't I? So I was like I run up, so off the screen.
Oh, I didn't realize you could run off the screen in D&D. We should do that more often if we can.
You press up, down, left, right, AD start, you enter a cheat mode.
Nice.
Yeah.
The dragons can't see you.
Like the lost levels on Mario. I'm just gonna run over.
Yeah, so am I starting there then?
Oh, so did you say you run off up the map?
Yeah, because the heat was unbearable. I remember running away.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
so
that.
the only thing with that is what I said to you, there was a sort of trigger point, but I couldn't obviously watch everything everyone was doing. So yeah, I brought you back to there because obviously this creature would have appeared and stopped you in your tracks. So
DM said so, Chris.
The DM said so, and also I don't have anything else up there, Chris.
Yeah, that's more like it.
So sorry, not sorry. Okay. Let me just. So, Broderson, do you mind putting your stats in, please?
At least we know once we kill this, then we have no more combat because he said he has nothing up there. That's how this works.
It's smaller than a dragon, so that's looking up.
Start, yeah.
Do we need ogre in the turn order? I think.
Yeah, can I be in there?
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
You might want to hold Alt on your characters and move them into a square as well. They don't quite line up.
I mean, all I will say, Lovac, is if you do want to carry on running, that's absolutely fine. I've got stuff that I can say is up there, but there's no map for me to put you up there, is what I was trying to get across.
I see.
So we'll just have to mind play that bit, if you do that. Cool.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Just saw his initiative roll. Fuck.
Right, so with that then, yeah, we'll start at the top of the turn order with Grizz, as this large elemental just peers down at you all, and looking at Cathbad right now.
Okay, so I really thought we'd have a bit of a break from dragon fight into something else, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of, run up to him. And I've still got the blade of the Golden King in my hand, so I'm going to swing at him with this, knowing that it has Boar's Blessing, which will hopefully help me. Ooh,
Ooh!
I'm assuming that hits.
That does hit.
And that's a pretty good roll for that as well, because it's not as high damage as my Boar's Light. 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Yeah, so as you strike with Boar's Light, yeah, it seems to have a power in this place that you feel resonating through it. Oh, sorry, with the blade of the Golden King. It strikes this elemental between its armor, and you see sparks of flame shoot from it as it looks back at you.
Okay, so I go in for my second strike with the blade of the Golden King. 20.
That hits.
Okay, see if I get another decent damage roll. 10 points of damage, that's pretty good.
So again, you follow up and do similar, and again, sparks fly, and you hit it for another 10 points of damage.
And I'm going to spend a key point to bonus action dodge, just to kind of belt and braces it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my turn.
Alright. So, next up is this creature.
The creature is a Broodson.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't redo the turn order, sorry. I didn't, after you'd put it in. Hang on. There you go. Yeah, Broderson, you're up.
Yo. So, Broderson is going to move back to here and start pulling things out of his backpack until he pulls out a rope of fang.
Nice.
Okay.
And the ogre spittle in a vial.
Oh, this sounds very specific. Go on.
And then also the violet death mushroom that he picked up from the cavern.
Okay.
And then grind down the violet death. Appreciate this could take a turn or two. But grind down the mushroom with the ogre spittle, using the fang as sort of like a mortar, a grinding tool, and then apply it to a stone arrowhead.
Okay.
So I get down into like a paste, and then using the fang, just sort of smear it over the arrowhead.
Okay.
Chef special.
So
Right there.
let me ask you to do a. Let's go with a nature medicine check here. One
My
of those.
pref-
Sorry.
my preference.
Yeah. One of those.
That's a 9.
Okay. Yeah, just to see how quickly you're doing this. I was going to be nice if you'd have done it. Hit a certain number, I would have said, yeah, you managed to do that and put it on the arrow quite quickly. But yeah, so for now, you've ground it all down and that paste is there and applied to the arrow. But yeah, it's taken up your turn.
Okay, and then the ogre spittle and the the violet death. Would they be fully consumed?
How much did you collect?
I only collected 1 violet death.
But one mushroom, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say that obviously you've applied some of the paste to the arrow, but I'd say there's probably enough paste in there for another one.
Okay. So I'll remove the violet death and the ogre spittle and just replace it with 1 violet death paste.
Let's go with that. Cool enough name.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm just gonna so wipe off the roper fang on the ground and put that back in my backpack.
Okay. Cool. Right. So next up then is this large fiery creature, and yeah, essentially the weapons that come from its hands now that you've taken a closer look almost seem like they're merged into its fire, but then come out as almost like blades of swords, like a scimitar, and it picks these up as if to swing down at those in front of him, and where he's been hit, just sparks start to erupt from it as if it's gone into a fiery rage. And yeah, Grizz. Sorry, go on.
Am I in combat with him, or is there a gap?
Yeah, there is a gap. Hang on,
Okay, cool.
but he does close in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he strikes down at both you and Lovac, as well as Grizz, in a swinging motion of attacks. So 3-time multi-attack.
Okay, so I've got dodge, remember?
So that's roll with disadvantage for him, yeah?
Roll with disadvantage, yeah. So I don't know how that works with multi-attacks, but...
Yeah, it'd be the same, because I do one. Right, I'm going to roll 3 hits, yeah. Okay, so first one against you, Grizz, is a 12 and a 16.
So 16 hits.
Yeah, 12 disadvantage though, misses.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah, sorry, yeah.
So, and then, so yeah, as he swipes round, you dodge his scimitar as it comes round, but it sweeps through towards Cathbad with a 19.
Yeah.
And follows through to Lovac with a 13, which I'm assuming is a miss.
Miss, yes.
Yeah, so the scimitar first strike hits Cathbad, and you just feel the intense heat of this blade follow through as it first off hits you for 7 points of damage, but then you feel a fiery pain follow it, which hits you for another 7 points of damage.
I'm down.
No.
If it was
Oh,
just
did you not have any
7.
HP?
No, I didn't get a chance to heal before we
You guys didn't
teleported
take a
here.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we would have taken a rest in this fiery cave, you know, but yeah.
The harsh environments of this world,
Much
eh?
fire.
Shouldn't have run up so fast.
Yeah, so that's it as it takes its turn and just utters the words, "All non-believers shall die in this place." As it now turns its attentions to Lovak, who is furthest away. And Olga, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna go in between Grizz and Cathbad. Where am I gonna go? I'll go here. And then I'm gonna throw a tidal wave at this guy.
Ooh.
Now, I'm gonna display it because I'm not confident and I need you to confirm this is right. 2 seconds.
Let's go for
It
it.
says the area can be up to 30 feet long and 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall. But can I make a tidal wave that there's like this?
It says
So
can be up to. Yep, so
Yeah, so I don't want to
and-
hit Grizz and I don't want to hit Cathbad, you know?
it
Yeah,
doesn't
10 feet wide.
it doesn't specifically say in the top portion. If it was like a conal attack or something like that, it would have said in the top
It would
portion.
have to be those.
So this
I
is
can
very
direct
much
it.
you being able to control the size of this. So if you want it to be like a water pistol, then, you know, pew, pew.
Yes, I want a tidal wave aimed only at this man.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
14 dex save.
Mhm. But even if he does a successful save, it's still half damage.
12.
Yeah, still.
And it also says that
Nice.
it extinguishes unprotected flames in this area as well.
Yeah.
So
That's true. He failed as well, so 17.
It's a 12. Yeah, so
Yes.
he takes
Nicely
the
done.
full 17 points of damage. And what did you say? It says
You prone as well.
Prone. And all the fire goes out within 30 feet.
hell of
Then
a
it
spell.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you for saving that one, Colin. For me.
I was considering using it. I was considering using it against the dragon, but at the moment didn't.
okay,
come up.
so it says the water then vanishes, so the water doesn't linger, but it extinguishes the ground beneath it. So yeah, this creature is now standing upon pretty much the same kind of environment that you're on, as it's actually sort of climbing up just the edge of this platform anyway.
Is
But
his fire beard gone?
unfortunately, that is magical, so so it isn't affected by that. So yes, it deals 17 points of damage though,
Decent.
And he's prone, right?
and he's prone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as it's attempting to climb, yeah, you catch her unaware with this wall of water that hits it, and then even the ground beneath is not a sanctuary for this creature which has appeared from this lava. So yeah, it just falls off the edge of this cliff and is now 5 feet below you, just sort of clinging on to this cliff in like a prone position.
I'm done. I think that's okay.
So I will prone it. There you go. Okay, Cathbad.
Cool. I need to roll you a thing, don't I? Is it GM? No, how'd you roll it again? GM?
Yeah, GM roll, one word, space 1d20.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay.
Okay. Drent. You're on mute, mate.
So I said something really cool and honest.
Nobody believes you.
Wait,
When
let me roll a
that happens,
persuasion
yeah,
check.
that never
Hashtag
happens.
fake bard. Fake bard.
So seeing Cathbad go down straight away, the first thing I'm going to do is bonus action healing word him for
Yay.
4 points of healing.
Thanks.
No problem.
You are revived.
And
It's a
then
good thing I was in plain sight and not in a pile of gold somewhere.
Yeah,
no,
good.
I'd easily found you if you was near treasure. And I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to here and say, speak the words of your father, or we'll soak you in water. And I will do vicious mockery on him for wisdom 14.
Wisdom.
Wisdom 14.
Yikes.
Spend my
Oh,
spell
16.
slot. Gosh darn it. And that ends my turn. I will go back to muting though, because I'm a sniffly little worm at the moment.
No problem, mate.
Nothing new there either.
I'll get you to play the next set of creatures, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hang on, what's coming up?
Right, Lowback, you're up.
We never get
this-
a nice tavern or anything, do we? You know?
This geezer's prone in front of me, right?
He is. Yeah. Yes.
Be rude not to stab him then. Is he stone?
No, so you can see. I'll put the picture in just so you got a bit more of a visual.
Okay. Oh, right. I'll do it anyway. Yeah, I'll stab him with me Shadow Steel short sword. These are slow turn. Oh, there we go. With advantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
15.
I just want to check. It misses. I'm just checking something.
Misses, okay. Offhand then, Kopesh.
Yeah, it's just disadvantage. Yeah, I was just double checking.
15 again.
Oof. Unfortunately,
Misses.
both of those miss. You used all your luck against Mozor. Unfortunately.
I'm.
you not get
Oops.
anything for getting 3 in a row or anything like that? You know, just any bonuses for that?
I step there.
Still within range. Yeah, you're on the edge of this platform now, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah.
just trying to get an advantage for other people.
Okay. So, Grizz, you're up.
Okay, so I'm hoping to continue my good luck so far with my Blade of the Golden King. So I strike in at him. And miss.
30
So-
misses. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I'll give that another go as well.
Ah,
Second
21
strike,
follows that.
21.
Okay. That's your first strike because you got advantage.
Oh, I've got
the
advantage.
creature's
Okay,
still
cool.
prone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's still prone. I forgot about that. Excellent. Okay, so first one hits. 7 points of damage.
Yeah. So yeah, as this creature's just sort of trying to climb back up in a prone position, he's takes 7 points of damage.
And
Unfortunately,
I definitely miss with my
second strike
second.
in misses.
Okay, and I'm going to use another key point to bonus action dodge as well, just to keep that going.
Okay.
And that's into my turn.
That brings us on to Broderson. You're muted, I think.
Yep, thank you. So, there's a rock just behind Grizz. Could you give me a rough idea of how tall that rock is?
That's a good sort of 10 feet high. It's quite a tall rock.
Okay. So I can hide behind it.
Oh yeah, easy.
Okay, cool. So, I'm going to use the rock as cover from line of sight from the creature, and I'm going to run to here. Grizz.
Yes,
Grizz?
Broderson?
I'm gonna take the arrowhead in my hand. Are you ready, Grizz?
I think so.
And I'm gonna throw the arrowhead as hard as I can, directly at Grizz.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you wanna?
I might pick it up what you're putting down here in what you're
I like to
wanting to
give
have
you.
here.
I hope so.
I'll either give it to you in terms of your accuracy, either a dexterity or a sleight of hand. It's up to you.
Let me see.
I know it's not like sleight of hand, but I mean in terms of accuracy, it's like that precision.
We'll go sleight of hand, all the way. I got a +8.
Okay, so you need to calculate how much damage it would do, first of all.
So I've rolled a 25.
Hang on, but you rephrase it. You throwing it as hard as you can at him, did you say?
Yes.
Or like in a passing motion to him?
No, straight at him.
Okay. Sorry, Grizz, I can't do anything about this.
I think I know what he's trying to do. So hopefully, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I got you. In which case, as you strike towards Grizz, yeah, this is gonna hit.
Okay, you need to calculate the damage first of all.
So Mike, would you? How do you want to calculate damage?
Max sneak attack, I reckon.
That might not be the best thing.
Olga's an ally next to Grizz.
Mm.
And I bet you're surprised.
I'm gonna roll the number of d8s of poison damage this is gonna cause. Okay, on a d4, right? So that's how many points of damage it's gonna do.
This could go hilariously wrong. You do realize that, right?
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Are you hoping for high damage or low damage?
Hi, I've got complete faith in Grizz. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it.
Okay, hang on.
Complete faith.
So I rolled a 3, by the way. So I'm gonna roll d8s now. Oh. So yeah, it was 22 points of damage.
Uh-oh.
You got this, Grizz.
No, I can't. 21 is the maximum I could possibly do.
No way.
And I got 20. I mean, come on, I tried. So I believe that means I'm going to take 22 points of damage, right?
You poison too. As in the condition.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's going in.
I was genuinely confused what was going on there. And
That's why I was saying the low. I was trying, without being metagaming, I was like, low is better, you know what I mean?
I rolled a 7 and a 7 and an 8. So
I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, you go,
Yeah, but
you're always going to get near max, aren't you? It's going to happen. Yeah, okay, I'll just take the 22 points of damage. I don't know if I've been poisoned before. How does that work?
I'll tell you now, because I got the condition screen open. So a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
We hear Grace like just go, "Ooh, sorry, Broderson." No, the other way around.
Ah!
Graves, no.
Well, that's making next week's recap. That's for sure. Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, Grizz, you're unable to catch this due to Broderson's lack of heads up.
Had it been a normal arrow, it would have been fine.
Okay. Yeah, and you take, unfortunately, 22 points of damage.
Ah, hang on. I've got dodge, right? So did you roll yeah, when you did the attack,
Didn't.
did you?
I didn't.
You should be rolling a
In fact,
disadvantage.
it
So
wasn't
maybe
me, was it? It was
yeah.
Broderson. So do you want to give
Yeah.
that sleight of hand check again? It needs to be lower than a 16,
Yeah.
which with a +8
Okay, I took 22 points to damage and I'm poisoned.
We clutched at all the straws there, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I know.
Can you
I
take
know.
1 point of emotional damage as well, please?
I can take more than 1 point of emotional damage. I think.
Right, okay. So, anything else, Broderson? Or have you done enough?
Please no.
Yeah, all out of actions at this point.
Got a habit of injuring your team, by the way.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yep.
Show the confidence in their abilities, clearly.
Kicked me into a mushroom, face down, face planted me, then dragged me through it, and now he's firing at poison arrows at Grizz.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing there.
I don't feel so good.
I need to roll a d6.
This is probably because Broderson never did the guild initiation, did he?
That is true. Well, the first day was all health and safety, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Manual handling, wasn't it?
Yeah, manual handling in the morning, health and safety, yeah, generally, you know. And then we had to watch a video where somebody lost a finger on a shelf unit.
Okay. This creature's up now, and it did re-roll its recharge. And again, you just see it burst with flames in a fit of anger as, again, you see a multi-strike.
Please miss.
In fact, Lovac, you're not in range of him there. Just want to confirm the 3 squares he's in. No. So that square is a 5 meter square between you.
Okay. He's got a 5-foot reach, you see.
Yeah. So he would have had an attack of opportunity if you went there. Okay. So he uses half of his movement to climb back up. Sorry, Lovac, did you want to...
Just wondering if I want to take that or not. No, just carry on.
Okay.
Was it alt? Yeah, alt.
Yeah, Alt puts it specifically somewhere. Let me take that. So he takes half of his movement to push himself off the side and regain his footing from the ground beneath him. And he looks towards Olga and Grizz, seeing Cathbad has already fallen. Oh no, Cathbad's back up, isn't he?
Back up for more.
Yeah, okay. So
Let's
he's
go
gonna
again.
do the swipe across Lovac, Cathbad, and Olga this time. And it is gonna be a 1, 2, 3. So from top to bottom, Lovac a 10 misses. Sorry, Cathbad a 23 as it swipes back round, and then into Olga also for a 23.
Oh, jeez.
And with that, you both take
3.
Oh, he did roll a 1, but
Uh.
they add a plus to it. So the first hits you for 5 points of damage, but then you take, as you fall lifeless again, flames start to catch on your clothing, and your body takes a searing burn for another 9 points of damage. So you took 14 points of damage total there. And Olga, you take 10 points of damage total. Again, 3 from the initial attack, but then you catch some flames, and it hits you for 7 points of damage.
17 damage for me.
No, 10.
10 total.
Total, 10 total.
Oh, I messed my points up. Hang on.
I think...
I'm good.
Is your character thing up to date as well on the screen?
Yeah, Colin showed me I was
Yeah.
19,
Cool.
and now I'm down to 9.
Cool. And with that, it just looks at you again. You will all follow this one to the depths of this plane. The earth will consume your bones. It's Olga's turn.
I'm gonna cast Reduce. Here I go.
Okay.
On Brodusson, yeah?
Reduce threat, yeah.
Did I get it? Did I get him?
Oh, he's got to make a con saving throw. Can you just remind me
yes.
what that does as well, please?
It makes him small. Hang on. Halved in all dimensions. Weight reduced to 1/8 of normal. Reduction from one category. So from large to medium, medium to small.
Okay, so it failed because it had a 12. This large creature now starts to shrink.
Yay.
Oh,
There you are, just in case you need him.
as its
Bottom
form
paragraph, isn't it?
becomes
Ah, there we are. He looks better now.
a lot smaller. Disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws.
1d4 less damage as well.
Whilst his weapons are reduced to target attack with them, so he deals 1d4 less damage. Cool. And is susceptible to strength. Okay. So this creature just decreases as you see. As it starts to shrink.
Nice.
Anything else?
Oh, sorry, no, I'm done. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm going to assume for the purposes of this, it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks or anything like that, because that's just confusing. Okay, Cathbad.
Dice coming up. Here we go.
This is a restart, by the way, so this is a fresh.
Yeah, no, yeah, I have, yeah.
Okay, cool. Trent. You on mute again, mate.
Yeah, definitely something cool that time, I promise.
It did look cool.
Definitely. At a quick glance, does Broderson look absolutely hurt as hell? That's why he's cowering in the corner.
Give me a perception check as you peer over.
Also shouting all sorts of vulgaries at him and call him, a fool, an idiot, and everything under the sun.
The dust in the hair is quite quite heavy. Also, there's still a bit of light coming from the crystal, and you're distracted by so much going on that you don't quite see. You see he's a bit tattered, but you can't quite tell if he's, heavily injured.
I'm just going to go for it then. I'm going to shout to him and say, "Get in there, you fool! You're a fighter, not a wizard." And I want to cast, if he's in range, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 55, 40, 45. Yep, I want to cast Polymorph on him.
On Broderson.
Ooh, straight in, no messing around.
On who?
On Broderson.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Could you have polymorphed the person who's trying to kill us?
Okay.
Yeah, but he'll still be there, won't he?
I mean, I just feel we're being very indirect about this in a lot of ways.
So what does he need to save and check?
Well, he can choose to fail it if he wants. Do you want to fail, Broderson?
Yeah, I'll take it.
So do you somatically tell this to him?
I tell him to get in there and fight, and then I say, if you want, I can say I'll cast a spell on you, and as I cast a spell on him, I cast him Polymorph.
Okay, so do you accept or not accept?
Accept.
I'd like to
What's a
polymorph
polymorph?
him, transform him into a beast, an animal.
Oh, okay.
You can turn him into another creature, basically.
Oh, nice.
And
You
I'd
can do
like
that to
turn-
enemies as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is really cool. But since it's my first time ever casting this spell, I want to turn him into a giant ape.
A giant ape.
Yep.
Alright, you're gonna test me now, aren't you? Alright, can I get an ape?
I was going to do it on myself. I was like, nah, it's way cooler you do it on someone else.
Hey, what colour ape?
Whatever.
Orangutan.
You got brown
No,
or
no.
brown or grey? I'm going for grey.
Grey, yeah.
Okay, so just give me a
Better contrast to the
sec, I'll
background.
put that up there.
What colour hair does Broderson have?
I think Grizz has grey hair now after being stabbed, so stabbed by Broderson.
Frozen ginger.
Oh,
Orangutan, yeah.
Do you have the stat block up for a giant ape, Broderson?
I do. I will send it to Gab if you want now. I'll put it in a Discord.
If you go to extras on your character sheet, you can add it.
The site I get my tokens from is just been a little bit slow for me a sec, so I shall get it in. But yeah, I'll just plug our friends over at the Forgotten Adventures, who you see many of the tokens on this stream from. So thank you.
So you burn it in sorry, Mike. Did you say you burn it in Discord?
I've put it in Discord, yeah. If you just want to click on it.
Okay. It didn't pop up for some reason.
Yeah. I really just don't want you to run in there now and, like, you know, attack Grizz or kill Badries on the floor or something, you know?
Wow.
That's a giant ape. I think that's a bit too
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah, that might be a bit on the large side.
Jesus.
Is it a medium or large creature?
I want to say it's huge.
It is a
Huge
huge.
beast.
Yeah,
Huge.
How big is
Bigger.
huch?
So that's 3 squares.
bigger than that.
And I'm bloody unconscious. I can't even see it to.
I want to know if it was like a childhood cartoon. Do you ever see, like, when there is like a giant ape or something and it picks up like one of the characters in the cartoon and starts like banging them left and right and use them as a thing? I want to see him do that now with Cathbad, unfortunately, mate.
So you now have control of that. If you could put the
what-
stats in it as well, please, that'd be great. Thank you.
What happens with my HP and that kind of stuff?
You take the form of the new
Yeah,
creature.
your AC
so-
changes, your hit points change,
full
your speed
HP.
changes. Yeah.
But when you tip over, so say if you took, I don't know, you had 50 points of damage and you took 60 points of damage, your character would lose 10 points of damage.
Right.
I think it might be important to stress that mentally now you're not Broderson, you're an ape, right?
Yes, but with his like
So
alignment
improved
and
intelligence and
Yeah.
common sense, yeah.
which we can safely assume is higher.
Yeah, definitely.
Considering he threw an arrow at the team and also injured you earlier in the mushrooms, yeah, I think that's safe to say. Okay, so you are now a somewhat increased intelligence ape. I will add you to that turn order. So you are a 21. I'm going to reorganize. Trent, were you going to do anything else?
I was just going to move back here.
Okay, I'm just going to do that, descend in, and then it will be Lovak's turn.
Hey, it's changed what I was going to do. So, yeah, short sword first, please. Do I have advantage because I'm opposite Olga?
No, because
Oh.
she's not through the creature, so it doesn't count as flanking if you haven't got a line through the creature.
Oh, he's moved because he shrank.
He shrank, yeah.
Okay.
If he was occupying the other squares, then yeah.
Unless you want to stand on the precipice and attack from there.
I don't think you're going to be able to get the angle from there.
That's okay.
Or from there.
Yeah, you
like-
would have to be in there, but I would say that's lava. It's not platform.
Grizz is within 5 feet anyways, so I still get my sneak. Hit 24 to hit.
24 hits.
10 piercing damage and 13 sneak damage.
Oof.
Nice.
6. You don't have to bring some damage to these fights. 23 points of damage. Yeah. As
18 to... Oh.
yeah, as this reduced creature, just the armor seems to have just obviously shrunk around it as well, and you make some clear blows as sparks again start to fly from this creature, but in a negative way as you see it.
Well, I'll take this opportunity to strike again with the Kapesh. 18 to hit.
Thank you, Olga. 18 hits.
Cool.
So this time you
Okay.
take
3, 7 points of damage. So I gotta take away 3 from my 6.
Okay. But you added the lightning on top, yeah?
Yeah.
So 7 points of damage. Okay.
That's a lot of damage, but has to do a lot of maths on the offhand calculation.
Cathpad's down, right?
Yep.
I can't do anything, so yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Okay. So that brings us back to the top of the turn order with...
Sorry. Actually, can I just stand in front of Cathpad?
Yeah. Top of the turn order with Grizz.
Okay, so I'm rolling a disadvantage. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to go in with Blade of the Golden King again. So let's do that. Come through. Oh, so let's see what comes in. 15, so that misses, right?
I will just say, just to point you out, just in case you didn't notice, if you did move one step to your left, you would have advantage. For flanking with
right.
Robe. I know I'm being nice here by telling you, but
Yeah, okay, yeah,
sometimes
fair
it's
enough.
not
Yeah,
always
it's-
obvious.
Yes, I'm not always sure where I can step and where I can't. And so okay, that's cool. So that one hits, right?
So it take 25 for the first hit, which hits.
Yeah, okay. So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to take that second roll for the second hit then? Because I'm cancelling out disadvantage, right? So do you want to just take that I hit one and miss one, or what?
Why do you have disadvantage?
Because I'm poisoned.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because somebody poisoned me.
Yeah, so Right. Yeah. So, sorry, your first one doesn't hit
Y-
then
y-
because that would be
no,
25 and 15, right?
Yeah, but I'd get advantage, which would cancel out the
Oh,
disadvantage.
so
I'd just go
yeah.
normal.
So your first
yeah.
roll then. Your first roll. Yeah. So 25.
So 25. That's fine, but I've rolled
Yeah.
twice, so do you want? So I'll miss the second one, right?
Do a fresh roll now.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Let me just go back into that.
All right.
Wait.
Okay. I see what you were saying, but yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go with that. Yeah, 21
Okay.
hits. 21
Yeah, I was trying to be as fair and balanced as possible.
No, sorry.
Okay,
I see what you were doing. Sorry, that's my
yeah.
bad. I was
Yeah, 8 points of damage. Then. So it's
technically
15
because
total.
they all cancelled out. That was your first and second roll, but
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be nice.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
So yeah, 8 points of damage.
I mean, I have been injured by one of my party members. So, and then final action, I'm going to use my last key point to bonus action dodge.
Okay, cool.
Keep that going.
No problem. Yeah, I have to be nice because I'm afraid Brodeson's gonna kill you all.
Yeah, that is a risk, right?
Yes.
Bronson is the final boss.
Yeah. Have you read my notes?
Cook us.
Have you read my note?
That's too predictable. We can't have a.
Cool. So with the end of that turn, it is Giant Ape's turn.
The bro ape,
The
Is,
bro.
as he like grows,
Oh no! Oh no!
God.
stretch out, and he beats his chest.
Don't let him throw anything at me, Elga.
And charges in. And kind of sweeps Grizz out of the way.
Oh no!
Where?
You do have a 10-foot reach, by the way,
Oh,
Broderson,
no.
which I would assume that the Gorilla Broderson would know.
The Gorilla Broadson, knows how far he can reach. He's
so
putting a
you can
protective hand around Grizz and kind of sweeping him to the side a little bit from left to right,
So
with a view to protecting him.
just a question. Sorry, Drent, because I haven't got the text of polymorph up. Does this
Yep.
still transition his intelligence and wisdom?
No, his intelligence and wisdom
assumes-
change to the animal. It is like alignment and natural instincts type of thing that would then remain, but like his stat block changes, his abilities changes. He doesn't get sneak attack, for instance. It's
So he doesn't
literally becomes
become
alive.
smarter, but he knows that his allies around. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Sorry.
Unless you really wanted to hit Grizz, you know.
No. Well, yeah, because I mean, so how are you doing that, Broderson? Bro,
So, like, quite sort of gently, kind of put his hand in front of Grizz between him and the monster, and kind of sweep him to the side quite gently, in an effort to protect him.
Well, like to there or something, like
To what?
to actually physically move me, like a
Yeah.
step back, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I will allow the same sort of thing then as accepting a spell. Do you willingly allow him to move you? In the gentle way that he's doing it.
Is that going to trigger an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah.
It should be on Brodeson's
because-
arm then, if that's the case. His arm's in front of you.
Because if it is going to trigger an attack of opportunity, I'd rather stay put. Thank you very much.
So the intent is to put my hand there as a barrier, so it wouldn't like an opportunity.
Okay, so
Theoretically, wouldn't be possible in the physics of it.
I mean that's an argument.
I mean, we're going into the realms of judgment now, so yeah, I will accept that as, you know, if you do that, the creature will have an attack of opportunity against Grizz, but your arm will be in the way, so it'll be against you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your redemption arc.
It's the start of his redemption arc, Olga.
Don't need redemption. The right thing.
Chapter 1, page 1, paragraph 1.
I am an ape.
Full stop. Story ends. Full stop. Okay. Yeah. So are you happy with that? I think that's a fair
Are
mix.
you happy with that, guys? I'm happy
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so I'll the creature will have a scimitar attack against Bro Ape, which is actually a 12, which hits, and you take 7 points of damage.
It's but a scratch.
As it just hits your arm and you're just like, ugh.
And in response, going to backhand swing into the creature, and let's see. So. $23.
Hits. Oh my god,
And-
you got some good damage on a giant ape.
You'd
Oh,
hope
yeah.
so, wouldn't you?
Oh.
So then.
Question,
Yes.
I guess, to Drent. Are these non-magical attacks?
They are non-magical attacks, as far as I'm aware.
Because it would be assumed creatures form attacks, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 23 points of damage, did you say?
16 points of damage.
16.
And that's just it. So yeah, you get 2 attacks. You get multi-attack with the giant ape.
Okay, so can you just confirm the damage type for me, please?
Bludgeoning.
Okay, so you hit this creature, but as you hit it, the you see it's making contact, but as you sort of punch in the flames, you see that you're loosely going through it, causing damage, but not quite making the contact that you would expect. So it doesn't quite have the full damage that you did think, so it takes half damage.
Okay. And are there any sort of solid pieces to this creature that I can see?
Just its armor.
And is the armor sort of attached?
It seems to be floating around this fire that fills the center of its mass.
Okay.
So the best thing is, if you look back to the picture I posted, it doesn't seem attached to it. I mean, this is an elemental, you know.
And if I were to jump, what would my jump distance be?
Gav started reading like the how to play D&D 101 and is literally just like trying to do every single thing you can think of.
Yeah. I want to mix up a potion, and then I want to. Yeah. See. You're an ape.
So what is it? It's based on your strength score, right?
I think so. Yeah.
If you want to jump, a long jump, you have to move 10 feet though.
So a long jump is 10, but if you used your strength roll, that's how far you would jump, right? So if you rolled a 15, you'd go 15 feet.
Right. Okay. So
Is that
you'd
right?
add your strength
I
roll.
think it's your strength score. You just do it. Don't even have to
Oh,
roll.
it's your strength score, not roll. Okay, got ya.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's your strength score then. Sorry.
Okay.
It should be able to do.
I just saw what it was.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
So Broape is gonna sort of furrow his brow and be confused at why the attacks are not doing any damage.
Sorry, it's that if you have the 10 feet run up. Otherwise, it's halved.
Does he count as having his 10 feet run up because he moved more than 10 feet to get into combat?
No, because he has had to
Because he
fend
swung
off
as
an
well.
attack
Okay.
and swung.
And then Broape is gonna use his other fist attack to try and pound down into the creature.
Okay, so are you jumping?
Nope, not yet.
No.
It's coming. It's coming. 19.
Hit.
Sorry, the sun is shining straight into my camera. There's not much I can do about it at the minute.
I literally have been like skirting around my headset like this to the camera and then panning all the way back because I'm just about going behind the trees.
That is a 31.
Ooh,
31 points of damage.
big hit.
Nice.
As you stomp down at this creature, can you tell me how it dies?
Yay.
Hey.
So my fist goes through the flame and crunches down into the armor, and the armor just buckles under the weight of my mighty fist, and the flames just evaporate.
Okay. As the creature just the flames just dissipate.
Say hi to your father for me.
Nice kill.
Can we make sure Cathman's okay now?
Yeah.
So Broape is gonna jump over to him.
Pound him.
CPR.
You've consumed his space. Can you give me an attack roll, please, for crushing damage? I'm joking. Okay. You've used your actions for this turn.
We're still in combat.
No, no, you're out of combat. Yeah, you're right. You are right. I shall put some lighter music on for you all.
So did that display from Broape do anything to help Cathbad or not? Is Cathbad stabilized now from wherever that was?
What did he do? Just run up to me?
Didn't do anything.
I think the implication. I
Scare
thought the
life back
implication.
into him.
I thought he was trying to do some sort of ape-related CPR. That's what I thought he was doing.
Please
Jumped
tell me he's
over.
going to try and stabilize him as an ape.
Shoot with the finger.
You might want to think about the amount of pressure that you put down on his chest.
I'm
Just
but a mere human.
Cheek. Just with a finger. Just caress his cheek with a finger.
Does anyone have a Does he have a healing?
Get
Get your
potion on
hands
him?
off
Okay.
me, you dirty ape.
Can you give me a medicine
Idiot.
check? Please. Ape. Bro ape.
No.
No, Gav, you're probably not proficient in medicine.
We got a lot more deep than I was intending. What is it? Wisdom for medicine?
It is, yes. Oh,
Yay!
The 19.
So, as you start to caress your finger across his cheek, you don't realize while you're doing it that your arm is at the same time pressing down on his chest, and you just feel the air start to come back into his lungs as Cathbad, you're stabilized, but you're still unconscious. And I think as you come back, right, you need to give a roll.
I used my healing potion to bring back Bodus inside. I don't even have a.
Am I on 1? Am I on 1 HP or am I on 0?
So you no longer need to roll death saving throws, but you're no longer
Yeah.
conscious. There is a roll that you need to do.
yeah, I think you end up being unconscious for like 1d4 hours. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
so
2d4
roll
hours
me
or something.
I'll roll d4. So roll the 1. So,
So I'm
it's up to
unconscious
the
for an hour.
it's up to the group if they want to do something, but yeah.
When I get there, I will. But obviously, I didn't want to say everyone out of the way. I'm coming through, but I just need to get over to him so I can heal him when I get there.
Okay,
Thanks,
it's
Jake.
free movement now. We're out of combat. So.
Okay, then I will walk over to him, and I have a healing potion somewhere.
So is Brodison going to stay as an ape? Is that the new thing, right?
It only lasts an hour. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to attempt to heal you for 2d4 plus 2, if this works.
Or if he drops concentration, I guess.
Yeah. So I healed you for 6.
Cool.
And then remove my potion. Where is it?
So we're probably all like feeling a bit beat up after fighting a dragon and then a fire elemental. Do we need to find somewhere safe where we can, rest up? I mean, I don't want to
That's where we
stay in.
just head in, right?
I don't think we want to stay in here, obviously, but I think we
not
all
with
need
the
a
sounds we
rest,
just
right?
had. Yeah, we
I'm
just
gonna,
heard some really bad sounds as well, didn't we? Coming from everywhere. And
Yeah.
then we heard your god telling us that we need to make a move.
I'm gonna groggily wake up and go, oh, is there an ape here?
It's okay, Cathbad. It's better than the alternative.
What happened? What happened?
That's Brodison.
Oh my god. Maybe I was better
Yeah.
off unconscious.
Yeah, please don't go down unconscious on us again because, bad things happen when you do.
I'll make sure not to walk off too quickly next time. Oh, well, I'm glad you finished off that elemental. He didn't seem too keen on me.
Yeah, I don't think he was keen on any of us. I especially don't think he was keen on me because of the boar thing. So let's get out of this cave. And yeah, we'll rest up, lick our wounds, and move on, right?
Please.
It's too hot.
It is really hot.
Cathbad, do you want to see
before
if
we-
Robe will carry you?
Before we go, I'm going to do a bit more healing. I'm going to do cure wounds on myself, first level.
I also need to roll something here.
Because I'm not confident of the next resting time.
So I'll hand you this potion I have as well. Here. You may need it more.
Oh, sorry, you don't have to give. You don't have to give me potions, Lovak. I'll heal myself.
Better off keeping it on you, Lovak, and then you can use
Yeah.
it on him the next time he goes down.
They're best safe for emergencies, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got some
Fair
healing
enough.
spells, so thanks though. I'm gonna do another one actually because that wasn't very good.
This we've had a rough day, haven't we? It's only going to get better now, right?
That's right. Can't get any worse, that's for sure. Whereas,
Yeah.
let's go find these gods of yours. Maybe they'll heal us.
So as you're talking, I did just roll some dice. The cavern starts to shake. You've already experienced this as you sort of entered the chamber. And fortunately, nothing seems to happen. But you can tell just from the fact that the short time that you've been here that this place seems unstable.
Right, let's go.
Yeah.
Go.
Right. So you exit in the cavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I was gonna attempt to ride Robe, but I thought, nah, that's just it.
He'll probably throw you off if you did that.
Or fall in the lava.
Yeah.
Ape Rider is not as cool as Dragon Rider either.
That is
Right.
true.
Cool. So yeah, as you exit the hot molten cavern, you leave the heat of the lava and fire behind, but only to be replaced by a hot, heavy air that now fills an endless sight of caverns ahead. Winding spires of rock twist and weave their way around each other as though distorted from their natural shapes. Even your very presence begins to feel heavy, as though your bodies are being pulled towards the ground. The air is heavy with a glistening dust as you continue to feel that pull around you, bringing a sense of closeness and claustrophobia as the caverns become increasingly more compact. So essentially you feel like now that you're in a world where, you know, there is no sky, there is no horizon. You're within a cavern system, but we'll pick up after the break. So yeah, we'll take a quick break there because we are exactly halfway through the session. Look at that, 8:30 on the dot. So yeah, we're all going to take a quick break, so we'll be back in the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, so we'll see you soon.
Awesome.
Cad's already gone to read up the rest of the other things you can do in D&D.
Good idea. Yeah, we'll need them.
Cool, thanks for watching
Thanks.
everyone. We'll be back shortly. Cool, welcome back everyone. Yeah, we just had a little bit of a break, but as you may notice, we are missing one person who's just had a laptop crash, so we're just going to talk amongst ourselves, but we thought we would have this open conversation with everyone. So yeah, I'm just going to switch some cameras around a sec, but feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
So shall I point out what I talked about while we were on break about the situation with the deflect missile?
Yes, do that. That's a really
Yeah.
good one to talk about.
Yes, I had a brief moment of inspiration while I was going to grab a drink and realised that the roll of 20 I had was to reduce the damage taken by 20, so I should have only actually taken 2 points of damage rather than 22 points of damage. So that's really good to see because yeah.
So we're
I
going to
don't-
retcon that, and you're
Yeah.
going to add the damage, the HP
Yeah.
back to your health bar.
Yes, I am indeed. Absolutely. So that's
And you
good.
give him 1 point of psychic damage though for having someone transform into his mind and tell him about all these interesting things. It was Boar. It was Boar that told you.
You felt slight resonance come from the sword by your side, and yeah, some utters in your ear have said, "It shouldn't have been that much damage."
Thank you, boy. You're always looking out for me.
Oh dear.
But,
There you go.
yeah, we don't always get things right, everyone. You know, the nature of D&D anyway is it's all very situational. You know, we're here to facilitate a game.
Yeah.
You know, everybody enjoys, but sometimes, yeah, we do miss out on the rules. But if we notice that we do it wrong, we do retcon on it, and we'll fix it for future games. So, yeah. That's one of them.
Yeah, so I guess we still need to find some way out of these caves, right?
So yeah, I mean, I'm reluctant to go ahead until Colin is back with
Mhm.
We could just send Cathbad in front, right? I'm sure nothing bad can possibly happen.
So what's your initial thoughts about being here? Like, what is your thinking on the story so far, perhaps, to fill, you know, maybe new people who are watching this at this point? Like, how do you feel the story is progressing for you?
Rhodeson's trap.
We spend a lot of time underground, and I think we've just come to what must be the ultimate form of underground. This is some ethereal plane, and we're in a god prison, and we're going to set Boar free, and then we're going to have a big prison break style adventure, getting him back to wherever he needs to go to. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway.
Have you just said we just literally descended into Avernus and we walk around the corner and it's all barbed devils and bearded devils and whatever the demon ones were?
I think Chris said, like, last session, oh yeah, welcome to Niflheim, right? Which is the Norse version of hell, essentially. Is that what everybody else thinks?
So when do we get a truck, mate?
Oh yeah, a chaos machine or whatever they're called.
An infernal something.
An infernal machine. Yeah, I'm just gonna
I think that actually adds up though. Is Broderson based then on Loki?
Aye.
Uh-oh, he's not saying no.
Right?
We're on the right spot.
Hello,
Oi.
Cathbad.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think it was my Zoom that just
Mhm.
crashed.
All good?
Yeah, I went to get a glass of water and then I came back and I'd frozen when I got up.
We've just been talking about why we're in this, you know, why do we think we're where we are? So, you know, like we're obviously in a god prison, I said, you know, we're in hell, we're in Niflheim, you know, all sorts of theories floating around. What's your thoughts?
This is good then, because we're looking to unleash the gods, aren't we? Because they were captured, which is what drove the land to ruin, if I remember rightly.
That's what the druids told us.
And you've got to trust those druids.
Yeah, I reckon. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, Bo's coming with us. Bo's going to join the party.
Yeah.
We haven't had a powerful NPC for a while, have we?
Gonna say, I miss Gomron.
Oh yeah, I miss
We've got-
one too.
We've got to meet up with Scumron fairly soon.
Probably waiting for us at the end of this mountain somewhere.
Yeah. Come
I
on, travellers. What's taking you so long?
Hey, yeah, what you'll find out is you got the dragon to his last legs. Scormron has just wandered up the mountain, killed the dragon, come through the portal behind you, and he's like, "Hey guys, I killed this dragon."
he was looking mildly scuffed.
I don't know if on this crystal, and apparently I could come through it. And I was like, "Oh, you probably got me." Yes, but no, I'm sure that's not going to happen. Although it would be pretty cool. Yeah, all right. So yeah, we'll pick up from where we were then. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, so obviously going back off the end of my last description, you just see sort of ahead of you now, just winding caverns. It's not like caverns that you would normally imagine. There's a lot of like, almost like the dynamics of physics and gravity have just distorted this this system of Earth, you know, so it doesn't look as you would naturally foresee a cavern. Like I said, there's a lot of twisting and turning of rock shapes, and you do start to see I've written some notes here. You start to see some, you know, alongside these winding spires of rocks and that twist and weave a way around the open cavern. You also see colourful layers of swirling sentiment that sort of brings a character as well to, you know, otherwise, you know, boring walls and stone that are, you know, that make up this cavern. I said the air is heavy, so around you do get that sense of I don't know, claustrophobia with the whole closing walls around you. Everything does seem a little bit more compact and confined than you normally would expect in a cavern system. And in some places in the distance, you can't quite see it yet. But you do see a slight illumination of varying colour that seems to come from, at this point, lights upon the wall, but they are scattered throughout this system. The easiest way for me to try and explain this right now is, do you all know the artwork Crazy Stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You kind of feel like you're in this place. It doesn't seem like there's one route that takes you somewhere. Everything seems a little confused and disorientated.
What are those stairs called? That's gonna bug me now.
I don't know what the extra artwork is
It's
called.
Escher.
Ash.
E.C.
Is it
Escher, isn't it? I think, yeah.
I have to
Wow,
go
you
back.
guys are so sophisticated.
MC Escher, isn't it? Yeah, because he's a rapper as well.
Escher Steaky.
All I can think of is Necromunda,
That's the
but
one, yeah.
It's MC Escher.
So yeah, kind of have that. Obviously not like that because it's not stairs and stuff, but just in terms of structure, it just seems all a little bit odd to you right now.
Can we get out of here? Don't particularly like it in here.
More if it's like those stairs, I don't. I'm going out of there.
Broderson, you're still an ape, right? Can you just smash your way out of here? Something.
Yes.
Is that a
Great
yes?
response. I hope so.
Okay, lead the way.
What have you done?
Oh, he understands well. I'm pretty sure he's more intelligent now.
Oh, there he goes.
Does somebody want to give me a perception check then? Whoever's taken the lead to try and get a little bit more understanding.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that'll be towards the front.
Go for it. So Lovat, give me one as well.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Take your first one. Oh, do you want me to take your second one?
No.
Yeah, so Lovak, you know, whilst feeling a little bit disorientated with the type of cavern system, you know, it does seem all confusing to you, but you do see almost like where you can see the lights in the distance, a route through towards that area. But along that way, you can see that the Earth turns from a route that is straight for you, almost like it twists around, you know, like a roller coaster that has that little, I don't know what they call that little, you know,
Corkscrew?
Corkscrew, that's right. That kind of feel to it. You can't quite tell right now, but it seems like the Earth drops off beyond that. But if you were to get over the other side of that platform, perhaps that would take you to where you would need to get.
whoever's next to me, look at that. Can you see that? Does that look weird to you?
Is that a way out or a way through?
I mean, we can try.
Let the ape find out.
So you're gonna approach it?
Yeah, cautiously.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back a little bit.
Okay, sorry. In terms of distance-wise, it probably looked about 100 meters away from you or so. So
Okay.
you walk up to this area, and yeah, you can see that as you now look over the edge, there's just darkness, as if the cavern drops off to an endless, I don't know, field of darkness. But like I said, like a corkscrew, this wall just spirals around to the other side. You still, around you, feel that sense of heaviness. Almost like I said to you, the floor is trying to pull you down towards it.
I'll go towards it. Don't know why, but as you said, it's just a feeling. So I'll try and maybe like all fours on the wall.
As you look at it, as it's twisting, that it doesn't look like you can grab anything to hold your foot in. And if you went onto it, you're probably going to fall into that endless darkness.
I'll stop then. And look back. Any ideas? This is weird. Maybe spider. Sorry. Colin.
Spider
changed
climb,
to
yeah.
spider, didn't he? Yeah.
I can turn into a spider. Olga can spider climb.
I can
Oh, yeah,
spider
true.
climb. What do you want?
Spider people. What do you think?
A whole host of them.
I just
Yeah,
want to
that
be
might be a
absolutely clear there, though. Sorry, just to make sure that Lovac, while you were talking about putting your hands forward, if you want to do that, you can. What I was just trying to say to you is, if you put your feet there, it would look like you would fall off. Yeah.
It would look like.
You can only visually sense all of this stuff right now. So, for you, if you step onto that, you're gonna fall.
Do we throw something down there to see what
But
happens?
if you were reaching out, like that's only because Lovac said that, so I didn't want to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll grab some dirt and just throw it. See what happens. How the dirt reacts, or whatever the ground is.
Okay, so it's the ground is a mixture actually of what feels like in some places stone and other places earth or soil. But yeah, you managed to grab some small bits of rubble and throw it towards this platform, or this spiral. And as you do it, as you imagine throwing something in a straight line, it goes in that direction. But as this spiral starts to turn, you see the rubble start to cling.
Did everyone just see that?
What was that?
I think so. So has this got its own pull to it that would help us navigate through it?
It's got some sort of weird gravity.
Whoever that is.
So if we stepped out on this, it's likely that we would be pulled to the side, and then we could walk along the side. We could have a go.
Who's the healthiest?
Good question.
Who doesn't mind falling into eternal darkness?
Yeah.
I've got slow fall.
Ooh.
Hang on. Is somebody? I might have some rope. Because
I mean, we've definitely got some rope between us, right?
if we put some rope on somebody light, and then
Okay.
if they fell, we could pick them up.
Okay, so I can reduce falling damage quite a bit, right? So that's something I can do. So if you wanted to tie a rope to me, I'm more than happy to try and do it. And then I might take a bit of damage, but then I'll shout up, pull on the rope or whatever, and then you can all pull me up and avoid me getting loads of damage, right?
If you
We
ended
tie
up
you
the
to
bait.
Bludgeoning as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got a big
Yeah.
rope to hold
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It's like having a winch, basically, isn't it?
Olga, how much rope have you got? I've got 2 ropes of 50 feet each.
I imagine we've all got at least 50
We've got-
feet of rope, right?
I don't mind using up one of mine in case it gets lost, because I've still got a backup second rope.
Gonna be honest, I don't have any rope. I thought I did. I assumed I would.
Let's use one of mine because I've got 2. I'll come over and start tying Grizz up with it.
I mean, that's a bit wrong.
Mike, can I just, as we've been walking, can I start taking off all my furs and things and put them in my backpack? Because I realise I'm just wearing big, heavy furs from the ice.
Which
yeah.
which backpack?
My backpack, not the bag of holding.
Because the bag of holding is full of gold.
That's right.
There's a little coin flings out the back of it. Bing, bing, bing. No. Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot. I've got some freaking magic item I need to check on as well.
Oh yeah. So you do.
Okay, so I'm
you've
ready.
Grab some rope, yeah?
Yeah, I'm keeping my rope on me just in case.
So what are you planning to do?
So I'm tied to the rope, which one end is then tied to Bro Ape. And then I'm just going to start walking into it.
So you're quite dexterous anyway, aren't you? So you're probably familiar with climbing on the side of walls.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna sort of take that step off? How are you feeling in that moment?
I feel quite nervous, anxious about doing it, but I kind of feel like I'm a good part of the reason why everyone's here, so I really want to kind of just take that jump.
Okay, so you're gonna jump. You're gonna take a little leap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a massive one, but just a little kind of hop off, basically.
So you approach the edge, and you do see as you look down that as it starts to spiral away, you can tell, that drop off, that darkness is going to consume you. I mean, you feel sturdy by the fact that you have a rope attached to you right now. So as you take that almost leap of faith, you find your feet being dragged towards the ground of this spiral, as though, I don't know, gravity is acting upon the closest piece of earth to it. So you feel your feet sturdy upon this as you now stand sideways, but in your viewpoint, upright, and everybody else is standing horizontal to you.
Why are you all looking at me like that?
Yay, you did it!
That's
Okay,
a spider
so-
climb without a spell.
Yeah. It's pretty good, the spider climbing business.
Agreed.
Oh.
Right, we should all
Oh.
go then.
Let's go, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll go after him.
I'll go after you.
So this spiral twists and turns around for around, I'd say 200 meters or so.
I mean, let's go slowly, because it's going to throw us around a bit. But it's going to
I
be
will
fun.
grab onto the rope as well. I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Brodison, is it a good idea if he stops being an ape now? Because if an ape crashes in, if something does go wrong,
No, you'll be fine.
Have you
you
tied the
won't be able
rope?
to hold us though.
the rope is tied to Brodison at the moment.
But you've tied the pieces of rope together, right?
Yeah, multiple pieces of rope.
So how many pieces of rope have you tied together?
I was in a 2, I think, because like I said, I'd keep one on me just in case we did need
Two
something,
50-meter pieces of rope? Or 50 feet pieces of rope?
2 50-feet pieces of rope, yeah.
Who was tying the knot?
I did on
It would be
Grizz.
Cathbad, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Can you give me a sleight of hand check for the strength of that knot, please?
Druidcraft is surely.
Definitely proficient in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean ropes and stuff. That's
Well,
that's
let's
like
see. Sleight
you
of
know.
hand. Sorry if it's coming through very slowly. I've clicked it. Is it working? Yeah, here it comes.
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good.
7.
A 7. Okay, so you've tied this knot to what you consider druid sturdiness. So yeah, you all continue along this journey, but you've only got 100 meters of rope, and this is, I said, about a 200-meter distance away. Okay, so Grizz, as you're at the front, are we all continuing? How many people are stepping now onto this twisting?
We only have 50 feet of rope, don't we?
It's
No,
100 foot of rope.
It's
because-
two
because-
50s together,
Yeah,
isn't
two
it?
50s. Yeah,
We're held by your knot in the middle.
yeah.
No, I was only going to use one. No, that was.
I thought Emma, Olga's.
I had no.
Oh, sorry. There's only 50
Sorry.
feet of rope.
Yeah,
is
so
it? Okay.
I said I'd volunteer one because I've got a backup one for later use if we
And
need it.
I wanted to keep one on me just in case we needed
So,
to kind of
yeah.
get out of the other
Okay,
end.
so you've
or
only used
anything.
50 feet.
It's
so-
50
Yeah.
feet, one end tied to Grizz around his waist and one
Yeah.
end tied to Brodison's arm, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're approaching that 50 feet point, then Grizz, you look back. How many other people have now stepped into this?
Yeah, I'll be like in the middle, like with one hand on the rope, I guess.
Just behind Grizz.
Yeah, so it's like they're holding the rope and we're in the middle, just gently holding it.
Anybody else on there? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh, it may be easier. Who's left not on there, if anyone?
Does it fit all of us? Because I've also got some manacles, so I could manacle myself to the ape.
Like you do, yeah. You know.
And then, what?
The ape's too big.
That's cool.
It doesn't
That's
say what.
it's
it
just a
doesn't say
funny
what
idea. Manacle is
That's
up
what
to
I'm
an ape.
laughing at. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so weird.
yeah.
It doesn't say what size my manacles are. They could be ape friendly.
Yeah, I mean, they could be.
He's
You're in
got-
a finger at the worst, right?
It's got
You know?
thick, sturdy skin, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll roll to hit you, but to see if you cause any damage if you do it. But
Yeah, I want to do it. I decided.
Around his little finger.
If the ape's okay, bro ape, is that all right?
I think that's a yes.
I reckon.
Once for yes,
so
twice
so
for
where
no.
where are you putting the manacles?
How big is? So I'm putting one around my wrist, and then I can hold on to him. But then the bigger, I can put the other ones a little bit looser around his wrist. How big is
You
your
might
wrist?
have to put it around his toe or something.
His
He's
toe?
huge, so he's what?
He's
Four
a
times the size
huge
of us.
creature, yeah.
So look.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be a finger or toe. Or...
Could I put it around his? No, his ear would fall off, wouldn't it? What about a couple? Yeah, fingers. I'd rather not be attached to his
A
toes
finger.
because that's where he's going to use to land.
Okay, a finger sounds
Finger,
reasonable.
please.
You probably have a little bit more control over a finger as well, didn't you?
Ah, yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't swearing to everyone on the stream there. These my other finger. Okay.
Wait, just to make some more space on the rope for everybody. Yeah. I'm not just being adventurous. That's not me.
Cool. So
I mean, 50 feet, we should fit.
Yeah, plenty of room, I think.
yeah. I mean,
We've used
Just all
50
of us
feet.
having
We've used
30
50
feet.
feet over. Yeah,
50
we've
feet,
used
but you've
50
got another
feet before.
150 feet to go afterwards on this spire. That's what I'm saying too.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, let's just get down this spire.
So
Just
you're
start jogging off on
using,
his own.
yeah, you're using as a safety net right now, aren't you? So,
Yeah.
Alright, fine. If there's room, I'll come on the rope.
okay, plenty of room on the rope. It's tied to the ape at this point.
He's the anchor.
So is the
Bri-
ape
is he gonna
coming on?
be alright? Or is he gonna, because if he falls, he's gonna drag us all with him. Plus,
He's fine.
Rhodason will be dead. I guess that's the main thing.
It's fine. Apes are agile.
Okay.
You could leave go of the rope as well.
Oh yeah, because we're just
Lucky
holding
Grizz.
it. We're not tied.
I'm tied to
It's
it.
just
Everyone
tied.
else is just holding it.
Yeah, but as the rest of you have hopped onto this spire, you also feel your feet move to the ground. So at different points of walking across this, as you've all now gone onto it, other than, you know, perhaps the two at the back, you now all see each other at different angles, which is quite disorientating and scary in its own right, but slightly comforting that none of you are falling off. And in fact, there's one point where Grizz at the front now stands with darkness above his head, as though, you know, he cannot see the ceiling above him, whereas Cathbad, 3 behind him, is upright and sees the darkness directly below Grizz, which is somewhat disorientating and
Okay.
scary.
You could do a Spider-Man kiss if you wanted. You know, it's up to you.
Maybe on the way back.
But you are getting somewhat a bit of confidence for those who've travelled along this now that, I don't know, gravity is actually in your favour as you travel along this spire.
Carry on, is it?
Yep. Yeah, why not?
Cool.
Yeah.
And Broderson at the back, Bro Ape.
That was a definite yes.
Jump
I'm
in.
starting to get it now.
Jumping on, yeah.
Yep.
So as you, how'd you get onto it? How'd you take that step off?
With a leap.
Knew he was gonna say it.
Yeah.
Wait for everyone to be clear, and then just jump on.
Okay.
We feel vibration.
How far are you leaping?
Over all of us.
Over like a hop. So over this threshold. Not doing a full on like pounce.
Okay. So as you leap, what, at least 5 feet then?
Yeah.
As you leap 5 feet from this platform, the ground obviously corkscrews away from you, and you see the darkness below you as you leap. And in a momentary sense, you look down. And you get that sense that you're going to fall into the darkness. And for a brief moment, that feeling that you get in your stomach when you lose that altitude, be it on for anyone who's experienced a roller coaster, skydiving, airplane, whatever, that hits you for a brief moment.
Reach my hand out and grab onto the wall.
But you're suddenly pulled to the side. My head's outside. Hopefully you can still hear me though.
Yeah, we can.
So you're pulled to the side, and you land your feet back on the side of the spire. Yeah.
Okay.
You just had that momentary drop because there was nothing below you, but you were suddenly then pulled to the side where the landmass was.
Cool.
And now you are upon the spire as the rest of the people in front of you. Okay. So with that, yeah, you all managed to make it across this spire, obviously taking it cautiously as you go. But as you go up and down and all experiencing this weird sensation together of seeing each other in different, almost, whether you understand physics or not in this realm is, somewhat strange to you. And make it to the other side where a platform lies, but a narrow corridor then closes in to a cave system. The doorway probably only 10 feet in height, but you can start to see an illumination of a glow of some kind from you don't know what. There's a purple and blue and pinkish hue that comes from this area. But yeah, it seems to lead its way into another place.
If the gravity is normal through there, how about we go through the door?
As
This
you
is making me feel weird.
As you've arrived on this platform, though, coming off this spire, you do still feel that heaviness. It hasn't gone away.
Damn.
Let's just keep moving forward, right?
One step at a time.
Okay. So you're going to move into this cavern.
Mm-hmm. I say so, yeah. And I'm the one at the front of the rope, remember?
So you feel like you're on solid ground now. So the rope probably isn't required. You're no longer on this spiral that beneath there is darkness and above there's darkness. So in this moment you feel a little bit safer than you were. So yeah,
Shall I untie you, Chris? Do you feel comfortable moving now, or do you want to keep the rope?
Yeah, I think that's fine if you untie me. That's no problem, I think.
I'll go up to Grizz and untie Grizz. I don't really feel like it's wise to go back down the train and get the rope off of the Ape.
Yeah, do you want to just keep it just in case?
Let's let Brodus and Dank pull the rope with her. So I'm going to keep it tied to Brodus then, because he's too far away to go and untie at the moment. Let's carry on with you a bit freed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just keep moving forward.
So you're gonna head in to this enclosed cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As you start to head into it, I just realised I need to do periodic checks. Okay. So some of the tremors that you felt before, fortunately didn't happen while you were on the spire, starts to tremble the cave around you. And with that, you see rocks start to fall, and parts of this, even beneath your feet, it doesn't seem completely solid ground. Even though it's part rock, part earth, part soil, nothing seems cohesive in this place. But as you look above you, you see large chunks of rock begin to fall. But as you're seeing this, you see little bits of rock start to hover as though, again, gravity is acting in a weird way in this place. But it doesn't stop the larger rocks falling beneath you. Can you all give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Get conked on the head by a rock now.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That was rolling a 19.
Oh, no.
Flip there at the end.
No.
Oh no!
Sorry, my result is slightly reduced. I had a +5, should be a +2. So there, 21.
So the easiest way for me to say this is anybody who failed a 15.
Dies.
She's most of us.
I got that one as well.
As the rocks begin to fall from the ceiling, large chunks, now this place is unstable, start to clatter to the ground as you take 23 points of damage.
Are you kidding? Can it be 22?
22.
And those who succeeded take half. So it's
I'm dead again. I'm unconscious.
That's going in the notebook 3 times at once.
I had 23
That's
hit
instant
points
death,
left.
right?
Well, yeah, we need to rest.
I did 2 healing spells, and you damaged me for the exact amount I was healed.
Should have taken my potion, Cafe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use the evasion if that's alright. So I take half of that 23.
Yeah. It's dexterity saving throw, isn't it? So, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Have we lost
when there's a
somebody?
chance. Of
Yeah.
half.
Yeah, Olga's on her way back now. Yeah, so the stream stuff's
Just going to
messed up.
switch that aspect.
Yeah, you might want to wait until she comes back if she's
She
training.
Sorry, I was writing in my notepad, so I didn't see it. But there she is. She's back.
Yeah,
I'm going to switch back to that.
all good.
And everyone's good. Hey,
Awesome.
Sorry,
it's alright.
my laptop just slid off the stand. I caught it.
It's a brand new laptop, Emma. Look after it.
Dropped it.
I caught it, but I don't know what I pressed. But the entire thing
Did
turned
the
off.
earthquake knock it off?
Yeah.
It did, man. It did.
Powerful.
See, it's
Sorry
just free
about
will
that.
D&D, everyone. You know,
Uh,
it's like Stranger Things. It all happens in real life, right?
it was 23 points of damage we took, was it? Oh no, Olga, you'd have taken half if you missed that. I don't know if you picked up on.
Did you succeed
result
at
of
15
the-
or not?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
take,
yeah.
what, 11 points of damage?
I didn't realize I was muted, but I'm also unconscious.
Is it? Oh, I'm
Oh.
unconscious too. If I'm 11, I'm unconscious too.
3 down. Wow.
3 down.
3 of you down. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was it you saying that you don't want to try and kill us?
So, who's left alive?
I am.
Okay.
Broderson.
The ape.
Broderson is no longer an ape.
So
Oh,
what
he's
would
no
you...
longer an ape, no.
He's
Oh.
no longer an ape.
So as Broderson starts to shape back into his normal form as this happens, you're slightly disorientated, but so I'll come to Grizz and Lovat first. What would you like to do?
So Can we
So, yeah,
grab?
English.
Can we grab people? Yeah, like
Well,
pick them
there's-
up and carry them.
There's 3 people down, so
And there's 3 people up, isn't it?
I knew I should have
I've got-
manacled myself.
I've got a
It'd be fine.
potion of healing, so I'd probably use that. I think.
so Grizz and Lovak, you're at the front.
Yeah.
Because you were.
I think Olga was just behind Lovak.
Yeah.
if I remember
So
right.
she's
I-
closest to you.
Oh, I thought I was closest to Grizz, but so I did go up and down the train. Never mind.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should
So
be
it
near
seems
me,
to
right?
be like the number sort of. Well, 3 and 4 in the chain seem to have been hit. Yeah. Possibly 5, yeah, because the ape was at the back, right? So it's the middle section that seems to have
Yeah.
taken the hit, yeah.
Well, whoever's closest, I'd pour potion healing in their mouth.
Cool. So
Who
that
was
would have been was it Cathbad was right behind you, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it would have been me after Lovak because I was tied and I put the rope on Grizz. So
And then
Yeah, and
Olga was
Olga
over
was
here.
Steal
near.
your potion.
Yeah, Olga was manacled to.
So Olga
Oh,
is
okay,
next
yeah.
to a Brodesson that is just coming round.
oh, that's right. Yeah, so Olga was
Yeah.
at the back and Drent was somewhere in the middle.
So yeah, roll
Yeah,
for
we don't-
healing as you Lovak, you dump the healing potion down
Hey, look
Cathbad's
at that.
face.
Thank you.
So,
Um,
so I've got
Not
a
bad.
potion of greater healing, which I've really wanted to keep for emergencies and not really wanting to use. So, can I, if I use a potion of greater healing, can I do 2 people with that?
or can I, now that I'm awake, can I heal them?
you can only do one at a time.
Okay.
It's almost like your action. You know, you would take one action to dump
Yeah.
a potion down somebody's throat.
Can I
seems
take
a
an action? then?
massive waste of a potion of greater healing. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, potion of greater healing. So whoever's closest to me, I'm going to give him a potion of greater healing.
So it'd be Drent.
Trent. Potion of greater healing. Oh,
14.
it's 14. Yeah, it's rolled it twice, but I'm not using 2.
I actually gained hit points from this stuff.
Okay.
Thank you very
You
much.
gained hit points.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I was
Amazing.
on 12 and now I'm on 14.
It's one way to play D&D.
I have actually got 2 potions of greater healing, so I've still got one. If you
Oh,
need
that old chestnut.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna start keeping note of your potions.
it. Do you want to? I'll do a screen grab if you want. I literally got 2.
I'm
So.
joking. It's all good, man. Okay. So yeah, the last one on the floor is Olga. As a
Just leave me
Brodesson, as a Brodesson is now coming to his wits again after being a giant ape.
And have I fully transformed back into
You have.
human?
You look terrible.
You lost
Your
some weight.
your arms look a bit like longer than they used to. But other than that, you're fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go through my backpack and stuff a mushroom into Olga's mouth.
What type of mushroom?
Please tell me it's purple.
I don't trust it.
What
It
type
is.
of mushroom is it? Did you check before you put it in your mouth?
He only had one purple one and he used it. Remember, we did clarify
no,
that.
but he's got paste.
Yeah.
No, it's a full mushroom. It's a green mushroom.
Okay, so you have a green mushroom left. Okay.
Right. Does that mean everyone's taken care of now?
So as you do that, do you want to roll? What did I say? It was roughly 1d8, wasn't it? Hit points for those.
I think it was a D12, wasn't
Nah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Nice try.
D100.
it? 5.
So you, shove this mushroom into Olga's mouth, and Olga, you suddenly. He has to push it down a little bit because you're unconscious. You choke a little bit. But you just start to feel a rejuvenation effect come upon your body, and yeah, you do take that gasp of air back and recover. However, as you're coming around, because you do regain your hit points, your head seems very, very fuzzy, and you don't know where you are.
Thanks, Broderson.
Okay, can we get out of here, please? Because this is beating us harder than the dragon has at this time.
No. This rock's done more damage to me than that dragon.
Yeah.
I've got a massive bump on my head now from all those hits from the elemental and now this rock hitting me in the same spot.
I'm now in the worst health state, I bet, of all of you now because of that.
Are you still poisoned?
I don't know if that... I'm assuming that's gone now, right? But I wasn't going to ask until we were resting up, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. Not to bring that up.
No, that's a good point.
That should have been for a minute, right?
I rolled 2 on a d4, so you were poisoned for 2 hours. So
2
at
hours.
this point, it is off.
Okay. Thank you.
How long's it been since the start of the dragon fight? Sorry to ask a very random and difficult question.
Like a million years, I think, Cathbad. I think it's been like a million years.
5 long rests. Then.
Just because I put mage armor on Olga in the last session.
So
That's
that
8 hours, doesn't it?
from the start of that fight to now, I'd say is probably between 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, cool.
I was going to say,
thank
don't start giving the DM ideas of giving us exhaustion. on top of
Only
everything else.
because you
No,
took
no,
a
no.
little while coming out of that cavern to navigate
Yeah.
this thing. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the thinking time, that probably took you over an hour to think about.
Okay.
I'm being
Polymorph
nice
only
there.
lasts an hour, by the way.
Yeah,
I just
and it
I
worked
just,
with a polymorph, yeah. So
I just want to get out of here and I want to rest up. So can we just keep moving
and you
before
read the
more rocks?
statues, everything, yeah. So it all makes sense.
I'm going to stagger forwards after Grizz, after these hits to the head.
Okay, so you heading towards that cavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olga, give me a d20 straight up.
What's a D20? How is
Just a
it?
straight, roll
Flash.
1d20.
There better be a load of comfy beds and a fire in this cavern.
Oh,
Yeah.
D20.
Room
Hashtag
service.
roll, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yay!
I
did it.
mean, your mental aptitude. I was gonna send you back towards the spire, but yeah, you're completely, shook off those effects of the mushrooms, and yeah, you just start to follow the group
Yeah.
Nice.
rather than look at unicorns spiraling around. As Broderson saw, like going down that pile of gold.
Next time, give me stronger mushrooms, bros.
Cool. So you all head into this archway.
Bro doesn't
And-
ask for that once.
And as you head into this archway, again, the ceiling above you starts to collapse, and you start to see, as some of you look behind you, the whole twisting and turning that has caused the shapes of some of this cavern start to form itself again as it changes shape. So you really did sort of make it through that at the right point of time, and you come into this cavern, which now feels a lot more closed, a lot safer. It doesn't feel as open as the other parts, as though perhaps this has been burrowed or shaped in a certain way. As you now see obsidian walls adorn the sides and the sort of the cliff faces and walls around you, and in that glow that you saw previously, you now start to see is coming from some sort of crystalline jewels or structures that protrude from get the right word there, from the walls of this cavern, and yeah, the whole space around you again still seems closed and jagged, but like I said, a lot more safer. And that's where I'll bring you on to the next map.
Oh.
Yay.
You get attacked by a crystal elemental.
down here and start to reveal some space.
If we get attacked
black.
again, I'm going back to the monastery via that spire.
There.
Mine's all black. Anyone
Yeah,
else?
I'm just
Yeah.
bringing it up for you now.
It's atmospheric.
Oh, there you go.
Oh wow, that's very pretty.
What?
Oh. It's lovely.
So, rest up for the night.
Yes.
Any interest in moss or mushroom growth?
I mean, only for you, obviously. I wouldn't be interested in anything else.
Whereas give me a perception check.
It's where's Daggis? Is
That's
Daggis in here?
Yeah. In the corner you find a creature that looks a lot like Daggis. No, you as you look around, you can see the structure and the material that makes up this part of the cavern is a lot more sturdy than that which you just passed through. So there seems to be you can tell a flux of different types of material through this plane that you're now on. Like I said, there's obsidian walls, so it's made of a quite tough material, and now gemstones are sort of protruding through, as though, this is, those gemstones themselves, if you were to take them, look like they'd be worth a lot of money in the material plane, for which you're familiar with. So you feel like the material here is a lot harder.
Okay, so a couple of things. One, we've already got a bag of holding full of thousands of gold pieces stolen from a dragon.
Just
Two,
me business.
I see.
I'm only joking.
You want to fall down the next hole we come across where gravity doesn't apply. I get it. It's like with pirates, isn't it? You know about that. If you don't like the captain, you replace the captain. That's what I'm saying.
Spent the last few years on a ship.
Yep. And point two, we're looking for a god that we want help from. So if we can keep the larceny and theft to a minimum, I'd really appreciate it.
Blaspheming okay, though, Grizzlies.
What was that, sorry?
Blaspheming okay.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, I've never bothered by that.
If you can't avoid stealing something, at least wait until we've had a rest.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen is there'll be, as somebody has already said, a crystal elemental will come out when you, who's stealing all my crystals? Let's just for once do the smart thing. I know it's difficult, and I know I'm not the best person to say that, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to be on my best behavior. I know I'm not always, the best I could be, but I kind of feel like I have to be here. So, trying to communicate with a god.
Good. Can we take a rest?
You scout to see if it's safe.
Yes, please.
That's a really good idea, Novak.
I'll stealthily put my head out, see what's down these two routes. Looks like there's a fork in the road.
As you head there, yeah, you're right, there is a fork. So you start to see probably that to your right hand side, and this you can probably only see to about there right now.
Oh, nice.
So I'll just bring that for the stream.
So would right be a dead end, do you think? Am I right in saying that? Let's wait.
You can find out.
and I'll stealthily go across here.
As you reach there, can you give me a stealth check, please?
Yeah.
Nice.
20.
Nice. So yeah, using your bugbear senses, you stealthily creep up, and you start to see. I'll open all of this part here.
Oh, okay.
And yes, ahead of you, you sort of see where like you have. Again, try and zoom out for the stream here. Yeah, there's a large column that now it probably makes a circle around the location that you were at. And ahead of you to your sort of northeast, you see a large boulder protruding, or, you know, affixed where that perhaps the caverns have crumbled from cave-ins, fallen block a pathway that probably once existed.
Okay.
But there's
Go
huge
then.
rock there.
I investigate to make sure that it's not used as a door like it was previously
Oh.
with the ogre moving it.
Yeah, makes sense. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more insight there then. While I do that, can you give me a perception check, please? And also I'm gonna open up the right hand
14 for
side of the
perception.
map for the full effect.
Oh,
So, Grizz, what do you think of Broderson chucking a knife at you then?
I mean, live and let live, right? But I did save his life in the dragon fight.
And then he threw a dagger at you in the middle of a fight. Broderson, that's
Mm.
not very kind.
Yeah, I mean, I feel compelled to turn the other cheek at the moment, but you know, we'll see what happens later down the line.
Brent, have you seen?
I mean, I'd prefer it, Broderson, if you went back to you and Drent, you know, getting into like little scrapes and stuff. I mean, that's perfectly fine with me.
Oh, I think he's making his way around the party at this point. You know,
Mm.
one attempt to kill us all.
Yeah. Well, you've had your one attempt now, Broderson. Still standing. Take a lot more than a load of squished up mushrooms to take me out.
Wouldn't even try to take you out, Grizz. I've seen what you can do with arrows.
Yeah, I just think that maybe, you know, if it'd been a normal arrow, it'd have been fine, right? So, you know, mistakes happen. It's fine. I'm not going to hold any grudges. It's totally fine.
That's good to hear, Grizz. At least one of you is sensible.
I mean, all of a sudden, I feel like way more sensible than normal. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the normal world and just, you know, not being sensible.
Arrows.
You've learned a lot from our dragon encounter, Grizz.
I mean, yeah, totally. This isn't going to hold for very long, so just either enjoy it or don't while it lasts, right?
I'm going to, while Glovex over there, I'm going to start like pointing into this corner and saying, "Oh, this could be a good spot, perhaps, to rest at."
what are those blue things? Is it a spider or a flower?
I mean, the only person who can really see them is Lovac, so you don't know
Oh,
what they're
sorry.
at this point.
I think that's an RP while Lovac is investigating.
I mean,
Yeah.
Lovac's seen these out the corner of his eye, based on his perception check. They just look like crystals, just like everything else. But Lovac, as you've now done your perception check, obviously it's not just visual, you do hear a slight chittering sound.
Oh, not
Chittering.
cheering.
Obviously behind this, and it's echoing through, like, as you look at this rock, there is no way for you to get through it.
Okay.
This entire cavern has fallen. There are rocks. You know, you would need
Okay.
Bro Ape to.
Chittering is in bugs. Is that what you're getting at?
Give me a nature check on top of that.
+7.
Yeah.
27.
Nice.
So this chittering, because you've encountered some various beasts upon your travels, but this sounds more familiar as perhaps spiders.
Okay.
Or an arachnid of some kind.
So am I right in saying that we'd probably be safe, like, if we stayed here and like kind of guard this one entrance?
You can just hear echoes through the slight gaps of this. Like, it looks visually like you couldn't get through there. Even a spider would struggle to get through. Like something that you would be scared of. I'm not talking about tiny spiders, but like a giant spider or something. Yeah, it wouldn't be able to get through that space.
Now that you see this as a pathway, I'll go back this way.
I've got.
As you pass through
There's our net.
that first flower, so the first crystalline entity that you can see on the left hand side there,
The pink ones.
the blue ones.
Do you mean those? Like,
Yeah. Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
15.
this scouting business isn't easy, is it, Lovak?
I'm a
Okay.
scout, so I'm gonna say yeah, it is.
How are you traveling through this point? Are you just walking straight through?
Yeah, I was keen to get back to report my findings, so yeah, I think I would be a bit careless.
Cool. As you walk through, you make it through. But you hear a behind you as you walk through.
What was that?
But you look back and you don't see anything.
That was weird. I'll carry on. Does it happen again?
As you carry on, you don't hear anything else.
Okay. I'll report to the group and say, I reckon we could stay here for an hour or two, as long as we keep an eye on the entrance there. I could
Alright.
do that. I don't need much rest.
What I can do, I've got an alarm I can set if anything comes near us. It'll cover about 30 feet.
That's cool.
If you want to
Also-
rest.
There could be spiders in the corner there, but I think we're all comfortable with spiders here, considering the abilities that those two have.
Yeah, we've definitely seen somebody being a spider and acting like a spider, so should be all good, right?
Should be.
I've seen more of you acting like snakes.
What do you mean? I can only think of like one or two people in the group who are like snakes. I'm not going to name any names, obviously.
I'll decline to name names too.
Yeah, good idea, Burleson.
I think you guys need to sleep it off, to be honest.
You go rest. I'll just look at this.
Are we
entrance
just going
for
to take a
while.
short? Are we just going to take a short rest? Is that the plan? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we want to take a short rest.
Okay. How are you going to take your short rest? You all going to sleep? Novak watching entry?
Go
I
rest.
would like to take out that thing I found and spend the time looking at it. What was it? A cloth in my bag. That's what I have it as. I don't know what it actually is.
I'm
not-
good.
Did I not tell you?
Nope.
I do know what it was, but I have to find it out. Okay, as you're doing that, what is everyone else doing?
I'm going to peacefully meditate to try and keep my, my state of mind in spite of having been poisoned by my own party today.
Just gonna sleep.
That alarm's 8 hours, isn't it? We could.
So could we have a long rest then in
Oh,
that
yeah,
case?
that's
Because I could do with a long rest,
Good, yeah.
really.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yes, if the alarm lasts, and if we get woken
Yeah.
up, we get woken up, right?
Mhm.
If we get woken up, we just have a lie-in.
I'll put
Put
my
the alarm
hand
on snooze, isn't it?
over here.
Cool. All right,
Okay,
so
long rest, yeah.
Long rest, yeah.
Long rest we're going for.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, if we got the alarm and everything, right?
Yeah, I like it.
so don't hit the long rest button yet.
Oh, we're no better than to do that, Mike.
If we get to an hour though,
I just
however long
lost
it is,
someone.
Mike,
We lost.
tell me what the
Yeah.
count is.
Not gonna lie, I just hit confirm.
Yeah, he's
No,
just
sorry, sorry. Don't worry. It's gonna be more of an interruption, because it's not gonna impact you yet. So I roll it with disadvantage. Yeah, and I rolled a 4. You start to hear the ground shake while you sleep, and it is enough to disrupt your sleep, but not enough to keep you awake and disrupt your long rest.
Okay.
So, you all take a long rest.
Long rest or short rest?
Long
We
rest.
decided on long rest because we had the alarm.
Okay. Sorry, I'm good disconnected.
Yeah, no worries.
We heard a rumble.
But it was just a small rumble.
Someone's
But as
belly.
you're all taking that long rest, you started to identify that robe, that cloth that you
Yep.
picked up, and you can tell that it's an elegant garment. Oh, we've lost someone now. Someone else.
Colin's gone.
Having to switch between the overlays, yeah. It's made of an exquisite cloth of a grey colour in nature, and it's adorned with silvery runes.
Hey, I am such a loot whore. I'm like, what is it? What is it?
The I actually probably should have checked something first. But yeah, you get a sense that this has protective properties. Go ahead and add the Robe of the Arch Magi to your inventory.
I won't need to, as I'll be giving it to Olga.
Why? Why are you being nice?
A, I remember you asking for it, and B, and very less noble of me is I can't even use it.
Oh. We shouldn't told me, no. But thank you. Thank you.
Okay, it's really cool as well.
Oh, nice. What colour is it?
I believe it was grey with
Runes
It's-
on it, yeah.
It's one of those grey whites that you can't quite tell right now. As I remember telling you when you first picked it up, it's one of those, the perception of the eye thing. So I'm playing a little bit of an
Yeah.
extra thing on top of this right now. That when that whole meme went around the world of what can your eyes see? Is this dress white or grey? It's one of those things.
How am I putting it in my inventory?
So add the robe, or I think just robe, not the of the, and then it should be Arch Magi.
Yep, I got him. Wondrous item. Add to equipment.
I have just had a look at that, and Mike, feel free to send me over one of those made for my character. Just saying.
That looks amazing.
That
It
is
is
by far amazing.
like, you didn't feel you got anything out of that fight with the dragon, but that is a wonderful item to have got.
Nice.
That is probably one of the best magical items that the entire party's got so far.
I can attune it somehow.
So to
It's got
attune it,
dexterity bonus.
because you went to sleep, you are not going to be attuned to it right now.
I gotta do it when we rest, is it?
You have to spend an hour attuning to it, yeah.
She's
Right.
an elf. She meditates, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
you would
so
have the
the-
time to. So, yes, vetoed. Yes, you do. Yeah, you would have the time because you got a shorter long rest than everyone else.
Does it mean if I've attuned to it? Sorry, this is a new concept for me.
So you can only attune 3 items at once. So basically, you know, you have your top 3 items. So obviously, if you have loads of you keep playing and you end up with loads of wondrous items, you always have to have a maximum of 3 that you can be tuned into, basically.
You eventually scroll right down the bottom. There's an attunement section.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and I've put that as an attuned item. What does it do for me then?
Like, you have an AC of 17 to start.
Oh, what?
I know, I just
17.
looked at it, I was like, wow.
And you're
Wow.
sure you can't use it?
100% sure.
Ah, I'll just display you a few.
I mean, that's the best use for it because you have got a really low natural AC. So that makes the most
It's
sense.
was
really
really cool.
designed for like full-blown damage
Yeah.
spellcasters.
Yeah.
Plus 2 to something as well, wasn't it? Plus 2 to...
Yeah, to
DC.
DC and spell attack bonus, so
Yeah,
she gets
like,
an
that's
extra
really
+2
good.
to her attacks.
Yes.
Amazing.
So is it white? Because if it's white, it means it's good. Grey neutral. It's definitely not
yeah,
black.
yeah,
So
don't
so
tell
we'll
us,
have a
don't
we'll
tell
have a
us, yeah.
conversation about that afterwards, which is why I'm
Okay.
calling it fairly neutral right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
That's,
All
that's
right.
something to keep away from the rest of the party. So
Yeah, because this is all
too
about
much.
your natural alignment, which is your character backstory. So we'll have a conversation
Only
about
black, yeah.
that. Yeah.
Cool.
So with that, yeah, you conclude your long rest. And Lovac, do you manage to get a long rest, or did you not want to take one? You're quite in a healthy position, aren't you?
I am, but if I don't have one, I think I'll get exhausted. So I'll have some sleep.
Okay. Is there a period where somebody is not on guard?
I don't think so. I think we're in a hostile area.
It does depend if Drent was ever put on guard duty, because if Drent was put on guard duty, he is going to fall straight to sleep. So,
Because this has
if
been a
someone hasn't
historic
picked up
theme
on
of our
this-
game so far.
Yeah,
You know, we've
if nobody has
always
picked up on
talked
it,
about
then
guard
I'm on
duty
it,
when
yeah.
you sleep. So
I've been not straight off.
it's been a few sessions since we've had a long rest, to be fair.
Well, I'll have you know, I have now had 6 long rests since I've been ill. So, do I get to roll something again?
Are we happy that you did cover during this time or not?
Oh, we
Normally you don't have a conversation about this. Normally you go, no,
Yeah,
we're not doing it. Ugh.
we're in a hostile area, so like let's say we did do that. Yeah.
The alarm was in place,
We've got
though,
the
right?
alarm as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
The
did
alarm
have an
was on.
alarm. I was hoping we could do our normal, like, not doing it because of the alarm.
The alarm was there, so unless
Yeah.
something came from behind us, I think all
Yeah,
the spiders.
yeah.
Okay.
Do I get another saving throw to me?
Cathbad, give me a perception check, please.
I will try if my laptop allows me to click things without crashing.
Roll a d20 dice if you got one.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So perception. Here we go. Nope. No, it's slowly working.
Suspense.
It's painful. I'm getting a new laptop soon, by the way.
Oh, nice roll. Though.
Is it a good roll, is it?
I just saw
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as you start to come around, you do hear some
Sounds like some
but
pincers or mandibles.
nothing seems to affect you at this point.
So I've just heard that. Can I not like look around a bit more?
Give me. Oh
Can
yeah,
I look
I'll
at
base
the-
it on your 22 perception check. Yeah. So as you look towards the walls, you see some of those crystals moving, but they don't seem hostile.
Okay. Is everyone awake now? Heads up, guys. These blue crystal type things. They might be alive.
They just appear to be moving, not like in any particular shape or form. Just
Yeah, just like
subtle
moving around.
movements, but it's making a clicking noise as they move.
Yeah, they're not staying put. They've got some sort of life to them.
think they
Maybe
were
one
doing
to
that
just watch
earlier.
out for, just in case.
Cool. And on that note, we'll
wait,
call an.
No.
Go on.
No. Is my memories coming back? Because I've had another long rest.
As you
Did you, Mike?
awaken, you don't feel the restrictions that were held over you before. You had the clearest night's sleep despite a disturbing entry to your sleep that you've had in a long time. But we'll uncover that in the next week's session. So we will end it there and discover how your dreams have now been pieced together, whilst Cathbad's clicky chickering sounds from the crystalline
Critters.
the crystalline material that adorns the walls has an impact on the party, but we'll call an end to the session there. I thought that was a really good one. A lot of little bit of an intrigue there, along with a bit of combat. So, really good. Thanks everybody for being part of tonight's session, and obviously thank you for everybody who is watching us live tonight, and everybody who now watches this video back when you watch it. So, really appreciate your support and watching us. And again, if you do like what you see, please do hit that subscribe button on our channel, and obviously give us a like and a comment on our videos. And we are the Conduit to Chaos, and we look forward to catching you in 2 weeks' time, which is the 5th of July. Just a bit of advance notice though, I am on holiday from probably the session after that, so we might have a little bit of a tiny summer break. I'll have a discussion with the group about whether we do an ad hoc session, but just until we decide that, just a bit of a heads up for everybody more than anything. But thank you everybody for watching, and we hope you have a good evening, and we shall see you all again soon.
Amazing.
Conduit to
Thanks.
Chaos.
Thanks all.
Brilliant.
Bye.
Cheers.